Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Texas Beer Reviews, and we've got a cool little episode on today, or I guess this episode or whatever. We're going to do a peanut butter, I guess, face-off or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Pepsi challenge.
Yeah, peanut butter challenge. So, we're going to start off. This is Terrapin's Liquid Bliss. This is their chocolate peanut butter porter. It's courtesy of Brian. So thank you very much, sir. And it comes in at 6.1% alcohol by volume. And we've still got some time to drink this, so see how that one is. And we've got a couple others, but I'll get through these first since we've got two other peanut butter beers. We'll go ahead, open them up, check them out, and then do them all, I guess, kind of one by one. So, and of course, Terrapin is out of Athens, Georgia.
And I think didn't they sell out?
Yes,
Or
they
sold half.
sold, I think, half of their brewery or so to, I don't know, was it AB InBev, or if it wasn't AB InBev, it was one of the other large macro type companies like that. So pours out a kind of a browner, very dark. I'd say like I mean, it's a pretty decent brown there. Get a little bit of light coming in at the edges, and it's got this thin, I'd say sort of a, I don't know, tan off-white sort of type head. So definitely still getting the peanut butter on it. Yeah.
It smells like good peanut butter.
Peanut butter smells very clean. Getting a bit of that chocolate too. I mean, it really kind of actually smells a bit like a Reese's peanut butter cup to me, a bit, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting the peanut butter, getting the chocolate. I'm getting some kind of a little bit of a dark fruit type note to it as well. But still a little bit of cola. So let's check it out. Cheers.
It's good peanut butter. I like
Yeah, still getting peanut butter on the taste there. Getting some chocolate. Definitely still getting some of that cola, bit of that brown sugar type note. A hint of those. There's a hint of like the dark fruit, kind of a dried raisin, dates, prunes type thing, but not very much. The peanut butter and the chocolate and that cola is kind of the big flavors that I'm getting off of this beer. I think the mouthfeel is probably about medium thin-ish. It's really easy drinking.
A pleasurable peanut butter, like a gourmet peanut butter, not like a great value peanut butter. It's a good peanut butter. So
Yeah, and it's not. It doesn't taste too much like a fake. It actually has more of like a peanut type taste to me. You know, a bit more of an authentic peanut butter flavor. I don't know if they use real peanuts or it just says natural and artificial, so who knows? But I still think it was done pretty well. So we'll go back and I guess probably rate it at the end, so we'll see how we feel about all of them after that. But that's pretty much the big notes that we're getting off of Liquid Bliss. So next, put this over here to the side. Which one do you want to do?
it doesn't matter.
Beaver? Okay. Next, we have Belching Beaver's Viva la Beaver. This is their peanut butter flavored Mexican chocolate milk stout. Comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume, and Belching Beaver is out of Oceanside, California. This is also courtesy Brian. Thank you again, sir. I've never had this beer. You've never had this beer. On the Terrapin, we had both had that quite a few times. But this one is brand new to us. So,
And they make a regular peanut butter beer that looks off
Yes.
the chain, but I've never had this.
so he has had the regular, whichever glass you want to use. Let me use this one. I've never had the regular. I've never had anything from this brewery, actually, I don't think. So, completely new brewery to me. Let's get in and check it out.
They filled it up, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Probably should have grabbed a glass of water.
To rinse the palate.
Yeah. All that peanut butter. So it pours out a brown, darker brown. Looks a little bit darker than the Liquid Bliss. And the head is just a bit, of course, fuller and a bit darker too. That kind of a light tan mocha head there. But it's nice enough. Let's check out the aroma.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's peanut butter.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. It's definitely a lot of peanut butter and chocolate. I feel like it's just a bit more intense than the Terrapin.
Yeah.
And I don't get as much of a clean aroma off of it. It's a bit more just intense peanut butter and chocolate. A lot less of that kind of the malt base. Smells pretty good though. Check it out. Cheers.
Salud.
Oh, that's a lot sweeter.
Yeah.
Definitely getting a lot more sweetness, but it's a lot richer too. What do you think?
It's like a thicker
Yeah,
peanut butter.
definitely thicker. Getting a bunch of peanut butter, a bunch of chocolate. Definitely a lot of sweet chocolate, like a milk chocolate, you know.
Yeah.
And the body feels. I mean, it's a bigger beer, 7.5 compared to the 6.1, but it does have a bit more body to it. Feels a bit silkier.
And it's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's really silky. That body's really smooth.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Just a bit of prickly carb, but feels super silky. The rest of that. But it is pretty sweet. Definitely getting quite a bit of sweetness off this. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it's pretty tasty.
I like it a lot.
Definitely lots of peanut butter, lots of
Yeah.
chocolate, sweet chocolate. There's a bit of a roast character on the back end. I get like a hint, just a slight hint of a roasty quality, but I think that sweetness from the chocolate is really kind of the big thing that even lingers past that.
It's definitely more intense than the Terrapin. Terrapin's
Yeah.
a smooth drinker, and this is like a
Yeah,
woo!
this is definitely a bit more to it. I think this would be probably a bit of a slower drinker to me. I think that Terrapin I could probably down pretty quickly. This one I'd have to work on just a little bit more. It's still really tasty. Just the sweetness kind of keeps it from being, I guess that's quaffable if you want to say that. And the last one we have is Funky Buddha's Buttercup. This is their double brown ale brewed with peanuts, vanilla, and cacao nibs. Comes in at 8.8% alcohol by volume, and this is courtesy of White Boy Beer Advocate. Matt, thank you very much. And yeah, I've never had this beer. Brian's never had this beer. So, very excited to check it out and see how it stacks up against the rest. Alright. Got some proper glassware going. And I got so much peanut butter going on right now.
It's awesome. I love peanut butter beer, man.
So the thing to note too on this is that this is a different style of beer that they brew this with. So the last two were both, well, this was a milk stout, Terrapin was a porter, very similar. This is a brown ale, so you're gonna have a different kind of, different kind of base here. You don't really have those chocolate malts or anything. You're gonna have more of those caramel, toffee type things going. So pours out a still though dark brown. Got this very light tan, kind of almost like a coffee type color, like a light coffee color head going. But it's nice enough. Check out the aroma on it. I feel like I don't get the peanut butter as much, right?
No. I'm having some allergy issues, but
I'm not getting the peanut as much. I think
I'm getting something.
I'm picking up vanilla more and maybe a bit of chocolate, but I'm not getting the peanut butter as much on the aroma. So, like, I want to compare this right now to the Viva la Beaver. Yeah. The Beaver definitely has much more of a peanut butter aroma to it. So, but could be different on taste, so check it out. Cheers.
I got vanilla.
Definitely getting vanilla. I'm not really getting the peanut butter though as much,
Me neither.
right? You could probably, you would have said this is brewed with peanut butter. I wouldn't even chase the peanut butter on it. Getting vanilla, getting a bit of chocolate, but really the malt base is kind of the big thing I'm getting here. You got that caramel, toffee, those brown ale kind of notes to it, But yeah, I think the vanilla is kind of the biggest adjunct that really shines on this beer. But I really wish that this had peanut butter.
Me too. What's the ABV?
8.8. I'm not. So this is the biggest beer out of all of them. I'm not getting any kind of alcohol whatsoever. The body is, I'd say, medium lightish. It feels a little lighter than the Beaver. Carbonation's pretty similar. It's a little silky, but I feel it doesn't have that like silky kind of character that Beaver one had.
It's good.
It's good. This is a tasty beer. However, if you line it up against other peanut butter beers and you're looking for something with peanut butter, this actually has the least amount of peanut butter to me than the other compared to the other beers.
But it's still a good beer, so.
But it's still a really good beer. I really like it. So I mean, if you want a peanut butter beer that's not very peanut butter forward, or maybe maybe it could be just this bottle. I'm not sure. But this one definitely has the least amount of peanut butter. More vanilla though. The other two beers didn't have vanilla. Definitely getting vanilla, and a bit of that chocolate, and then those brown ale kind of base-like notes, the caramel, the toffee, things like that. But it really, to me, just drinks kind of like you had a double brown ale or just a regular brown ale with vanilla to it.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you say it didn't have chocolate, I probably couldn't pick it up. I mean, I kind of get it, if you see it's there, but really you can do the same kind of a thing, I feel like, with the malts, getting that kind of light chocolate flavor that has a little hint of a roastiness on the end. But this one definitely isn't as sweet as the Viva la Beaver. Even with that vanilla, I think it dries off on the finish. So, but overall, my favorite is going to have to go to Belching Beaver's Viva la Beaver. I thought that this had the most peanut butter character, plenty of chocolate. It is on the sweeter side, but it drinks more like a dessert beer. And that's kind of, I think, more what I'm looking for when I want like a peanut butter stout. I want something that tastes kind of like a dessert. As far as peanut butter goes, the Liquid Bliss would come in second, and then the Buttercup would come in last. As far as all of them combined, I don't know. I definitely like the Viva la Beaver the most. I'm not sure what I like more on the Buttercup versus the Liquid Bliss, because I like the peanut butter, but I think that I like the other parts of Buttercup more than Liquid Bliss. I think that I like the flavors a little bit more.
I like the Beaver. I buy Liquid Bliss year round. Just because I like peanut butter beers.
Yeah.
But the Belching Beaver was good.
That's definitely the winner.
Yeah, that's definitely the winner. But like I said, I enjoy Liquid Bliss, where I will continue to buy that year round.
Yeah.
So if you like peanut butter beers, it's still good.
Still a very good available peanut butter beer, and Terrapin, of course, is going to see. I don't know the distribution of Belching Beaver.
I know they go Belching Beaver. I don't know. I know
Yeah.
Terrapin goes as high as South Carolina for sure.
Terrapin has a lot wider distribution, so it's going to be a lot easier to find. But yeah, I think ranking wise, I don't know. I don't even know if I can choose a third place. I think that the Terrapin and the Buttercup are kind of tied for me. If we're going to go peanut butter, then Buttercup's number 3. But as far as the beer altogether, I really can't choose between the two. But easily, Belching Beaver is number 1. But I think rating-wise, I'm going to go Liquid Bliss on a 4 out of 5. I'm going to go Buttercup on a 4 out of 5. And I'm going to go the Belching Beaver at least a 4.25, probably closer to 4.5 for me, because I think it's very well done peanut butter stout. So, but yeah, anything else? Guess that's pretty much it.
Good.
So fun little episode. We'll do something else like that again. I'd like to try some other peanut butter beers.
Oh, me too. I
Yeah.
love peanut butter beers.
I really like them. They're delicious. There's a few out there that are also really good that I'd like to review. But until then, as always, think global, drink local, and cheers.